It's your girl, Jacina Love. You already know when we in the Sprinter, we're pulling up on somebody. So today we got the Come Up Experience, Casey's Come Up Experience, and I'm honored to be here with Mama Smoke.
Hey.
Hello, beautiful.
How are you? Good to see you.
I know. Again, a blessing. Let's just start off with saying, right now she has a foundation.
Yes, Shoot for the
Shoot
Stars.
for the Stars.
Right.
So let's get into that.
Okay.
And then I'll ask you a few little questions.
Well, Shoot for the Stars Foundation is, it's Pop's idea, and he wanted to give technology in schools, right? So he's kind of left that. His intention was for me to run it. So what we've been doing is we had the Pop Smoke Festival weekend. Right, we started out with.
I had little cousins dancing in there and everything. Oh man, they had a blast. It was so good for the hood.
We tried to just bring a little bit of everything. We gave away food to about 600 households. We had a youth summit for young people, where they got to hear about kind of surviving trauma, and then of course we were outside on his birthday. So it's been good. It's been good. We've been just trying to get people to know that we're out here and that we're about things, and and that we're out here and doing things. So
that's right, and that he was a positive being too, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
That he wanted so much more with his music.
Absolutely.
I must thank you for carrying that on, for taking that legacy, because with just a year of what he gave us, he came in the scene and he stomped. When I tell you a stamp that's forever, you can't say pop without the smoke. The smoke ain't clear.
Never clear.
That's right. It never clears. So, growing up, raising Pop Smoke, I'm a mother. My heart goes out to you.
Thank you.
Raising that voice. First of all, that voice. He used to do that voice when he was younger. That just come out of nowhere.
As a little person, he really was just. Well, first of all, his grandmother calls him Viejo, so he was always an old spirit.
Love it.
Right? He was always an old spirit, and his thing though was kind of pretending to preach in front of the mirror, just as a little bitty person, like 2-3 years old. That's the thing that he was doing. So that voice just kind of showed up overnight.
Wow.
He just showed up overnight when I heard, the music with him on it, and I was like, well, why did he have them, do over his voice? Because I just knew that was, done so that he could have a sound. And they were like, his brother and he were like, no, that's the way he sounds. I was like, oh wow. But his father has a deep voice, so I guess he comes to it naturally.
And getting back to you saying preaching in front of the mirror, and grandma calling him viejo, because I was raised by my grandma, and I say grandmas are blessings, right? Because they're so wise, they've been through so much, they hold the legacy of the family. So I feel like you guys always seen that in him. You always seen the mini star in him. You always seen that he was.
Well, I always felt that he would do whatever he wanted, whatever he would become would be something that he would create up out of himself. He was always kind of creating things and going after things and making things, saying who he wanted to be and what he wanted to do. And he always let you know what he was interested in. Every time he told me, I moved on it. So
wow.
It was if you want it and you say you're going to do it, here's the opportunity. So I really tried to provide him with as much opportunity as possible anytime he had an interest in anything.
And going back to Shoot for the Stars, I can see your delivery as a mother, because you're out here doing that work and being a mother to the community, and it's something so special. I'm a teacher, so to hear this, I'm like, yes.
High school,
I work in East New York High School.
Which
Thomas
one?
Jefferson.
Girl, I'm up the road in Maxwell.
Okay. So I would really love to touch base with Shoot for the Stars, for the schools and for the kids. And
absolutely.
If I can help you guys out, that would be amazing.
Absolutely.
Now, we're also here with This Is 50.
Okay.
And 50 Cent producing that album when Pop left us. When I first heard Pop, it was like, I didn't even put it together that he sounded like 50. To me, that wasn't the connection I was making. To me, he was from Brooklyn. We were hype. It was like, here we go, another Brooklyn staple, somebody else that's coming, a Biggie. That was what Pop was. So is to us. So how did you feel? Like, how, seeing the outcome of the album, double, quadruple, the platinum. I mean, how many times it was on rotation for 2 summers in a row, and we're still banging to it.
Yeah, absolutely.
How do you feel about that?
I'm glad that there's an opportunity,
Yes.
and then there's evidence that he's still here, and it just supports me being able to kind of keep pushing and doing, so I was really very grateful to 50 for making that happen and making sure it happened in a way that was, the way it should be done.
That's
so
right.
that was a good thing. I really appreciate him for that.
And it came by storm. It was so good. I also wanted to say that, like moving forward with the Shoot for the Stars and, with gun violence, and right now in our communities, what do you feel is a message you want to give from Mama Smoke to the community, to the kids, to all these artists coming out right now and coming up?
It's a simple little thing that you say to your children. Use your words.
That's right.
Use your words.
Amen.
Right? And not be offended if somebody maybe asks you a question more than once. That's getting to know you, getting to understand your point of view. Right? So we have to get back to having a conversation and not just taking offense and blowing up in, the first time something happens to you. Have a conversation. Use your words. Use your words.
Beautiful. I thank you.
You're welcome.
And we are here. We're here for you. We're here with you. You're not alone. Thank you so much, Mama
I appreciate
Smoke.
that. You're welcome.
We